Well, Kevin, we're here today back in your Quadra Winter Barley, Friday the 12th of May. Finally got some welcome rain after 4 to 6 weeks with only about 3 mil, which has had an impact upon the crop and what we've done. Will you give us an update of what you've done since we were last in the field?
Yeah, so we've been busy, that's for sure, but I mean the crop here that we're in is Quadra. It has got lots of attention since you've been here, so I noticed there was some volunteer beans coming through and kind of didn't think much of it at first, but they got to a stage where there was enough per square metre to justify going and spraying it, so we put in 50 milligrams of Ally Ultra, and that done a great job of cleaning them up. It's just 10 days now, John, since we've been in here with the sprayer, so we put in a litre of cereal Ally, and it's a very good trace element. There was a few areas in the field that were a little bit deficient in various trace elements, so it kind of evened it all up, so good product, and we're happy to use that. Then we use a litre of Turple, and you can see in the crop there, like it has that lovely spring back effect in it. So the crop is not tall, but it's not short at the same time. Given what organic manure is underneath it, I felt it was important to give it an extra shot, just to keep it under control. So Turple has always been good that way. Yeah, liquid nitrogen is going very well. I mean, if it makes it all the way to harvest and stays standing and that, I think we'll definitely see very good results coming through the combine. So I think I'm a convert at this stage. I think the crop is probably a little bit shorter, but I feel we will get a spurt of growth now in the next 4 to 10 days. It's reasonably cool here today. It's probably 8, 9, 10 degrees, but we will get more heat. It's only natural. And then with that moisture that's fallen over today and what will fall over the weekend, this crop will probably go another 4 inches. So I'd say we're bang on target. Yeah.
And in terms of your total nitrogen application, you've done the balance and maximised out what you can in terms of getting the extra allowance for extra yield. Where have you finished with your total units on the crop between the early compound and the later liquid application? Yeah,
so we're finishing off around say an average of about 170 units an acre here. I feel that by using that liquid fertiliser, the fact that it was so dry for so long, I was actually getting the fertiliser through my crop.
A fairly instant kick.
Yeah, so within 3 to 4 days I could actually see a visual difference. So I'm happy at the 170, and I think we're going to get very good value for fertiliser, in the fact that it went straight into the crop.
Right, so as you say, we're 10 days from the last application, and in terms of overall success, I mean, we're talking about there's our flag leaf out, we've awns coming, so we've 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We've actually got 6 pretty much spotless leaves on the plant. A little bit of tiny spotting on the lowest leaf, but that was just a bit of early stress and a bit of mildew reaction. So our fungicide program has been going according to plan. As I said, we loaded heavy at the start, as we said, to keep things on a solid foundation. We went to proline with 2 litres of Trioris. You came back with the Bontima as the holding spray in the middle. The plan now would be to finish with, as I said, it's been proven now for 3 or 4 years in our own trials that where you load up the SDHI at the start, you're more than adequate once you finish off with a little bit of straw. So we'll finish this. It won't be too long, I'd say, looking at the field. Once the awns are peeping across the field, middle of next week, I'd say, possibly Wednesday, we'll be coming in here with 0.4 proline and a litre of Credo, and that'll give our very important litre of Bravo for our amularia control, which is vital, and it'll also give us 40% straub, which gives you not only disease protection but also a straub effect. As you said, the crop is shorter than we would have expected. Number of reasons for that. Number 1 was we did go heavy on regulator. We went Cycocel Modus followed by Modus again, and we potentially may be keeping the crop shorter than is actually necessary, but we're better to have the crop standing and be short than be tall and be on the ground. Other years, and even at the start of this year, I would have budgeted maybe 1.5 litres of Turple on this field because it's Quadra, but we're more than adequate there with the height of that crop with the litre of Turple we put on. So overall I think we're as good as we can be according to plan, and I'd be optimistic for the yield.